So, I don't like sharing my thoughts. I don't like sharing how I feel. Whenever I'm hurt, I keep it in. If I have to explain myself to anyone, I put up a block. I'm okay when I'm asked, "How are you?" I'm always okay. Did that hurt? Mm-mm. No, I'm fine. I don't want to seem weak. I don't want to be vulnerable. I just want to be seen as strong. And just as long as I put the outer in that facade, I am strong. But really and truly, am I strong? Are you strong? I've never been strong. I didn't want to seem weak, but really, I was weak. I don't want to seem hurt, but really, I was hurt. So, what I did was store things up and block it up and build it up, and eventually it became a mountain. And then I broke. Sounds familiar? I think many of us today have the same sequence in our lives where we become afraid of vulnerability, afraid of feeling vulnerable, afraid of seeming weak. But the truth is that when we pretend to be what we're not, we're actually what we're pretending not to be. Make sense? It makes a lot of sense because these are lessons that I had to learn. And these are lessons that many of us today are learning, not realizing that, we're learning it. We go through life tough. We go through life not wanting to speak how we feel, and we don't share our feelings. We don't speak the truth. Yes, we don't speak the truth. Because when we put up facades, when we put up blockages, that's actually lying. That's deception. That's pride. That's being selfish. The truth is not in us. That's just how it goes. I wanted to talk to you today about that. I wanted to share that with you today. Not being afraid of being broken. How do we get the things out of us or take the things away to make what's in us come out? The truth of who we are. The truth of who we are comes from brokenness. A video I shared earlier, I realized after sharing it that the information was a bit limited and that I've been telling people to find themselves and realize who they are and keep going forward. But really and truly, I have not said anything to you about the truth of it. You cannot see who you are if you do not remove the scales. And sometimes those scales are painful. The pain we hide from the hurt that somebody else did to us, and we refuse to open up about it. Instead, we say, you know what? I'm done with him. And so we have a buildup of anger inside. And then it becomes strife. And then it's a war in ourselves and then with people. I want to make this video a bit more transparent as I normally do. Just to make sure that I reach who I'm supposed to reach. As I said earlier, this is my life. This is how I've been transforming, and everything I've learned, I believe that somebody else needs to hear it. Too many times we read novels and we read books and we read these things that are not transparent enough, that doesn't tell us the truth about life. It motivates us and it says, yes, becoming cheerleaders to us say, keep going, you can do this. Woohoo! Yay, it's all nice. But then we are left alone, and we are now placed in a corner to say, yes, I believe that I can get there. I believe I'm awesome. I believe, yes, and you get all pumped up and adrenaline starts to rush. But then there's a silence in you because you cannot go forward with baggages. That's a painful truth. I'm always okay. I always tell people I'm okay. But something I learned just the other day brought me to this conclusion that for my next level, for me to reach my full potential, I had to clean house, not the physical house, but me. What makes me hurt? What makes me cry? What makes me upset? What made me hold a lot of things against the person that has moved on 10, 15 years ago, but I'm still feeling the very hurt of it as if it were 5 seconds ago? You cannot love truly unless you let go. And many of these facades that we put up are painful. That's why we don't want to go into it, because it hurts. It hurts to reopen the wound. It hurts to clean the wound. It hurts when certain things are placed in it to clean it. It hurts when we bandage that wound. It hurts when we have to open it again and bandage it again and open it again and bandage it again, because some wounds take hard. It's harder to clean. It hurts when we have to reopen things and rehatch relationships. It hurts when I have to look at you and tell you that, I've been envying you. When I have to look at you and tell you that I saw these things in you because they're actually in me. It hurts. It hurts. But the question is, do we actually want to move forward? Do we actually want to grow? Do we actually want to reach our full potentials? Do we actually want to get there? Not leave this world and go as many have gone and left our potentials in the grave with us, and many graves and many cemeteries that you pass. If there was ever a physical body or indication to it, we would see flashing lights around many graves in cemeteries saying potentials unused. Many potentials unused. But for us to go forward, we gotta open. This is not therapy session, but I tell you, we gotta open. Opening was one of the hardest things, and I'm still learning to open, but I'm determined to reach my full potential. Are you? See, I learned to open some things, some wounds that they had festered. My wounds might not be like yours, but many of us walk around with wounds. We decide we don't want to speak because, okay, if I don't speak, it goes away. It doesn't go away. It comes with us. If you decide to sweep things under a carpet, sooner or later, what you put under that carpet is going to reveal itself. And it might reveal itself all at once. We have an opportunity for every situation to deal with every situation as they come. As difficult as it seems and as difficult as it really and truly is, it's more beneficial to us. It's more beneficial to us. We get the full use of our lives when we clean house. We get the full use of our lives. And I don't want to tell you clean house because, you see, yes, it is clean house, but I really don't want to use that word. What I want to tell you Get rid of jealousy. Get rid of strife. Get rid of hate. Get rid of your pain. Get rid of lies that you tell yourself. Get rid of not wanting to be, but wanting to be. Get rid of the facade, the cave we put ourselves in, and really and truly clean house. Sorry, I just got interrupted by my daughter. She just woke up. I was trying to do this video before they got up. But we gotta fix ourselves and we gotta open. If we do not open, it causes more damage to us. It causes more pain. We take on a lot more than we bargain for. It is okay to cry. It is okay. But while you're crying, let it go. It is okay to cry. And this goes not just for women, but for men as well. It is okay to cry. Cry. Go in a corner and let it out. Because if you do not let this out, you cannot grow. The Bible tells us that Jesus does not pour new wine into old vessels. Or dirty vessels, really. If you put something clean into something dirty, you are contaminating what cleanness you've put in. And then everything becomes dirty. Everything you touch. If you enter into a relationship with baggages, with pain, you then start to carry out that pain into that good relationship, not realizing that you're spoiling that relationship with the baggages that you're carrying into it. Many a times we don't realize that was actually a good relationship. And I'm not talking just with marriages. I'm talking about friendships and dating and business relationships, all relationships on one platform. If you go into that relationship with baggages and with pain and with hurt and regret and defeat and all of these things, you are going to contaminate that relationship. No matter how good it came to you, no matter how much potential it had, no matter how awesome it really can be, no matter the knight in shining armor, the gold, the riches that is attached to it, you are contaminating that relationship. Open the wounds. Apologize if you have to. Bury the hatchets. Not bury them whole, but cut them open. Go forward by doing self-analysis. Okay, fine. You are coming out of a bad relationship. Fine. Deal with what happened in that relationship. You were with a business partner. Things failed. Fine. Deal with what happened in that relationship. You know why? Say somebody hurt you. Now you have mistrust. Everybody else that comes along is going to suffer that mistrust. Now you start going around saying, I don't trust people. And it's okay because it protected me. You're wrong. You are limiting the relationships that you are supposed to be having by burying yourself in things that happened, starting with that mistrust. Maybe a hard pill to swallow, but I had to swallow it. I had to cut that pill down to size. I was taking the entire dose, but I couldn't swallow it whole. So I had to go through it little. I had to apologize. I had to bury hatchets. And I realized that this is not unique to me. It's for everybody. So let's open the wounds. It's okay to hurt. Open the wounds. Otherwise, it's going to follow you all the days of your life. You don't want to be bitter every day. You don't want to be angry every day. You don't want to have walls and barricades around you every day. You want to allow love to be free. And that's the funny thing. A lot of us say we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that, we don't want to do this, and it's okay, I'm fine. You're really not fine. You want to feel love. You want to experience the fullness and the beauty, and all of that comes with love. And to do that, you got to let go. You got to let go. You got to heal. So the title of this video is not fearing the pain, the brokenness, but face it. Face it head on and say, guess what? I'm going to heal. And when you heal, you'll feel. And when you feel, you'll embrace. And when you embrace, you can only do the best of you. Because then you won't have regrets, baggages, pride, arrogance, ignorance, ego, self-sufficiency. Because you see, guess what? God did not call us to be buried and burdened. He said, my burden is light and my yoke is easy. We were not called to suffer, but we believe that we can deal with it by not dealing with it. But the truth of the matter is, if you do not deal with it, you'll never deal with it. And when I said deal with it, I mean deal with what's to come. Living your best lives means not bringing your negative past and negative experience with you. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that this video is of some benefit to you, as it was beneficial to me. And as I told you in previous times, that as I go through my journey, I will make sure that I pass it on to you. Because doing so, I will be creating a ripple effect of positivity, one person at a time. So thank you again. Remember to love, respect, honor, and have peace with each other, and not forget yourself. Thank you for joining me.